हेलो दोस्तों, वेलकम to our new class Simple Maths. Today we will discuss on the new chapter of Standard 12th, chapter number 1, Relation and Function. This chapter you studied in Standard 11 also. That chapter number 2 in Standard 11, Relation and Functions same. Before we start the relation and function, we must know about that chapter number 11, relation and function, because that is the first stage. That time we must know that Cartesian product of sets. We know that sets and Cartesian product of set. Product and Cartesian product. Cartesian product is the multiplication of two sets to form the set of all order pair. The first element of the order pair belongs to first set and second pair belongs to second set. That definition gives in that chapter NCERT books, that is given two non-empty set P and Q. The Cartesian product P and P cross Q is the set of all order pair of element from P and Q, that is P cross Q equals to set of P in bracket P comma Q, such that P is in capital P, Q is in capital Q. That means we take some element small p is in capital P, small q is in capital Q, then the set or Cartesian product of two set P cross Q is equals to what? Some small set, some small numbers in order pair P, Q. If either P or Q is a null set, then P cross Q will also be empty set. That is P cross Q is equals to phi. We know about that null set. It does not contain any element, that is null set. And if there is a null set in order pair, then the cross product or then the Cartesian product is also empty set. Let me take an example. Let P is equals to set of A, B, C and Q is equals to set of R. Then find the sets Cartesian product of P cross Q and Q cross F. आंसर, अब यहाँ पे P having containing A, B, C and Q containing R, then as a definition P cross Q is equals to what? Set of small p small q, order pair of small p small q. So such that here in from P, that is the set of A, B, C. So first A with taking of Q is R. The first answer is AR. Then same BR and same C comma R, that is the Cartesian product of P cross Q. Same over Q cross P. So the Q is the first element, that is the set of Q is equals to R is the first element, then the answer is RA, RB, RC. This is the Cartesian product of the set. Next, relation. We are all as a human being, it's live in that another human being with a relation, such that in mathematics the all numbers are related to another's number. Same as the definition of that relation is a relationship between sets of value in mass. The relation in between the value of x values and the y values of order pair. The set of all x values is called domain. The set of all y values is called range. Domain and range for a set of order pair. That is, there is a relationship between the two sets. Here we will take as P cross Q, then P is the first element, Q is the second element, second set. So all values of P and Q, that is x values and y values in order pair, that is then relationship between x and y, that relation we write as a relation. First set that called as a domain and second set will take a values of order pair, that is called as range, and the second set is also called as codomain. A relation R from non-empty set A to non-empty set B. There are two sets A and B, and the relation between A to B is a subset of Cartesian product A cross B. When we take the cross product, Cartesian product of A and B, then the subset is delivered by describing the relationship between first element and second element of the order pair. जो रिलेशनशिप वहाँ पे दिखाई जाएंगी A to B, that is the relationship, that is the relation between the A and B. The second element is called image of the first element. Let me take an example. After that you will be clear. Next, check it domain. If relation of R from A to B, then there is a first set is A and the second set is B. So domain is always a first set. That means what? A. The set of all first element of the order pair in a relation R from a set A to set B is called domain of relation R. First set is always a domain in that relation, and second set is always a codomain in that relation. Range, the set of all second element of a relation R from set A to set B is called range of the relation R. ध्यान देने वाली बात यहाँ पे ये है कि जो रिलेशन हम लगाएंगे from A to B, those member from B is joined with A, that is relation with A, that is called as range. Codomain. The whole set B is called codomain of relation R. The second set in that relation, that R is a relation from A to B, then B is an codomain. Note that range is always a subset of codomain. See here, there is an example. Relation is from A to B. The first set is 3, 4, 5. Second set is 2, 4, 6, 9, 15, 16, 25. And the relation is 3, 9, 4, 16, 5, 25. Clearly, there is an relation of x square. There is a square relation because 3 square is 9, 4 square is 16, 5 square is 25. So, the relation is square relation. Then, set containing first 3, 4, 5 is an domain. Then 9, 16, 25 from the second set is an range, and all numbers 2, 4, 6, 9, 15, 16, 25, this is called as codomain. Also, there is a range is what? 9, 16, 25 is an image of 3, 4, 5, and 3, 4, 5 is the pre-image of 9, 16, 25. Check here. What is the domain? 3, 4, 5. What is the range? 9, 16, 25. And what is the codomain? All set of second. That is what? 2, 4, 6, 9, 15, 16, 25. Note that 9, 16, 25 is an member of the second set. So it is always a subset of codomain. That is, range is always a subset of codomain. 9, 16, 25 is a subset of whole set 2, 4, 6, 9, 15, 16, 25. Are you clear, my friend? Okay. Let me go next slide. Types of relation. There are mainly 4 types of relation. Empty relation. Then second is universal relation. Third is equivalence relation. Let me start. First relation, empty relation. Empty relation or void relation is one of which there is no relation between any element of a set. Means what? None of any member connected to the another member. such that example set A is equals to set of 1 2 3. Then one of the void relation can be written as R is equals to set of xy, where R is in A, xy is in A, where modulus of x minus y is equals to 8. Clearly, there is no difference between the members 1 2 3 is equals to 8. So, this is an void relation, or this is an empty relation. When we subtract 1 from 2 or 2 from 3 or 1 from 3, there is no answer of 8. So, this is an void or empty relation. Second is universal relation. Last in 11th, you know about that universal set. That is, every set is a subset of universal set. Same here. Universal set relation is a relation on set A when A cross A is a subset of A cross A. In another word, universal relation is a relation in each element of A is related to every element of A. यहाँ पे every element of A is related to every element of A. That is called as universal relation. Now next is equivalence relation. Equivalence relation, that is the relation which satisfy three conditions. First is relation must be reflexive, relation must be symmetric, and relation must be transitive. What is reflexive, symmetric, transitive? Check here. Reflexive relation. If order pair AA is in R for every A is in A, means what? If a member from A, then the order pair must be same with that number. That is, if 1 2 3 is in A, then 1 1 must be is in A, or 2 2 must be is in A. That is called as reflexive. Symmetric. If AB is in R, then BA is must be is in R. Then that relation is called as symmetric relation. See here, A1 A2 is in R, it implies that A2 A1 must be is in R, where A1 A2 is in A. Means what? अगर कोई एक दूसरे के साथ आता हो तो दूसरा उसी के साथ उसी सेट में उसी रिलेशन में आना चाहिए. That called be as a symmetric relation. If 1 2 is in R, then 2 1 must be is in R. Then transitive relation. Transitive means what? If A1 A2 is in R, A2 A3 is in R, that implies A1 A3 must be is in R for all A1 A2 A3 is in A. If A is a set of 1 2 3, then if 1 2 is in R, 2 3 is in R, then 1 का relation 2 के साथ, 2 का 3 के साथ, then 1 must be, 1 and 3, it must be also is in R. If that condition satisfied, then the relation is transitive relation. And if any relation satisfies three conditions, that is reflexive, symmetric, transitive, then it is called as equivalence relation. Let me take an example. Let T be the set of all triangles in a plane with R is a relation in T given by R equals to set of T1 T2 such that T1 is congruent to T2. Show that R is an equivalence relation. Clearly, there is an plane and on plane T on that triangles on that plane. Then the relation is what? Triangle must be congruent. You know that congruency. In standard 9, you know the congruency. Two triangles are congruent when that angle must be exactly equal and sides are identically equal with the one another. That called as triangles are congruent. Triangles congruent means what? They are exactly equals to one another. So clearly, कोई भी triangle अपने आप के साथ तो triangle congruent होता ही होता है. So it is what? Reflexive, because T1 T1 must be is in R. Solution reflexive, that every triangle is congruent to itself. पता है हमें कि कोई भी ट्रायंगल खुद के साथ तो कॉन्ग्रुएंट तो होता ही है, दैट इज आर इज एन रिफ्लेक्सिव. सिमेट्रिक, इफ पहला ट्रायंगल इज एन कॉन्ग्रुएंट टू अनदर ट्रायंगल एंड देन second triangle must be is congruent to first triangle. So T1 T2 is in R, then T2 T1 must be is in R. Then T1 T2 is in R, T1 is congruent to T2. That means T2 is must be congruent to T1. अगर पहला दूसरे के साथ कॉन्ग्रुएंट है तो दूसरा पहले के साथ कॉन्ग्रुएंट तो होना ही होना है. So that is T2 T1 is in R, so R is symmetric. That condition number 3, transitive. If first triangle is congruent to another second is triangle congruent to third, obviously first and third must be congruent because they are identically equal. So T1 T2 is in R, T2 T3 is in R, then T1 is congruent to T2, T2 is congruent to T3, hence T1 is congruent to T3. Then T1 and T3 must be is in R, hence R is transitive. Now clearly R satisfy all three conditions: reflexive, symmetric, transitive. Hence R is an equivalence relation. So therefore R is an equivalence relation. Clearly you know about that equivalence relation. So you can do the simple examples on that relations, on that equivalence relation. We have some simple examples on that sheet. It's your homework. Complete it, be safe, and till then have a great journey. Thank you.